Hey, good morning to you, and we're here at Broadmoor Bakery celebrating 55 years. And Philip, famous for your sausage rolls, but let's talk a little bit briefly about the history here, because this is third generation, right?
Yes, it is. My father, his father was a baker. He established a bakery here in Richmond when he came here from Holland with the family, and yeah, now my dad, he had this bakery. I took it off of him about 7 years ago. He bought it off his previous owner that he worked for about, I think it was 20, 25 years he worked for that owner. And yeah, so now we're into third generation baking here. It's in a newer facility. The bakery has been established here for 55 years in this shopping center.
And people love your sausage rolls. They come all the way from Chilliwack, so we're making the perfect puff pastry here.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is puff pastry, multiple layers, lots of layers. That's what it takes to make a really good puff pastry. That's what he's doing right now. He's folding it over. He does 4 folds. We'll let it sit. It's a 2-day process, and we'll start sausage rolls later on with it too.
And so does Philip always sit there and make you do all the hard work over here, or what?
Well, of course. I'm the senior. I have to do the hard work.
And what do you think the key to that perfect puff pastry is here?
Well, one thing is no flour in between the layers. That's a key, because otherwise the layers just kind of fall apart and bubble up. So no flour in between the layers, and you just let it rest. Don't stretch it too much. Just let it rest.
We're going to let it rest.
We're going to let it rest. Yes, right.
Lots more coming up here from Broadmoor Bakery. Let's go back to the station and Jody. Is it pinstripe? I guess it's a pink stripe cookie. Dad, I'm going to call you Dad because this is a family business, right?
Okay, that's
We're here
good.
at Broadmoor Bakery again here in Richmond, and I say family business because your dad, actually the original owner, right?
Not of this bakery, but he had
a family business?
He had 2 businesses in Richmond.
Let's look at the picture there right now. How handsome. Nice to see it runs in the family.
Just like me, yeah.
Just like you.
Yeah.
How much involvement do you still have in the bakery here?
Well, I just work, I'm semi-retired, and I work 3-4 hours every morning because I want to.
Yeah.
I want to. I just can't stop working. So
how fun is it though? You get to work with
fun.
your son,
That's right. It is fun.
You get to work with your son.
Yeah.
I'll let you continue to be busy there because, you know, obviously this is a working bakery here. You got lots to do here. And Philip, you are now putting the pink stripe on the world famous. I'm going to call them world famous.
Yeah, world famous. It's the final process. A little hot right now, but making it work.
Did your dad train you how to do all this stuff? Was this something you grew up doing?
Not this, no.
No?
But, he trained me how to do these particular cookies. Yeah, he did. But I learned a lot of other things from other places too.
Show us the process here.
All
so
right.
you got,
It's just a stripe.
So what kind of icing is that?
This is a fondant, a soft fondant icing. We color it obviously with pink. We put a little bit of glucose in there. It dries to be hard, but not super hard. The whole cookie is basically like a shortbread. Melt in your mouth. Shortbread.
Melt in your mouth just like that. For more details, again, on Broadmoor Bakery, celebrating 55 years, you can go to their website. By the way, Jody and Riaz, in April, they're going to be having tons of little activities and celebrations that are happening. You'll be able to go to their Facebook page for more details.
Yum.
We're here at Broadmoor Bakery celebrating 55 years, and they are famous for their sausage rolls, so we're going to show that process coming up, and then they're eventually going to look like that, and I might have to take a bite. I got to tell you, I'm not going to lie.
Might have to take a bite. I think you might have to bring that box back to the station.
Of course I'll be. Yes, you know what? I am working the game actually that night. We'll talk more about that in a bit, but you know, we are here at Broadmoor Bakery celebrating 55 years, and Philip, we're making your famous sausage rolls.
Yes. This is the process, and it's a two-person job here. And
you're gonna get to work over here.
Okay.
You can't let him let you down, right, Gerben?
That's right.
You guys have been making these, Gerben, like what, for as long as you can remember, I'm sure, right?
I've been here 50 years, almost the same recipe.
And what do you think it is that people like about these? Get in there, get to work.
It's just
what do you think it is that people love about these?
Well, it's the flavor. It's just got a good flavor. Couple of ingredients is that maybe a lot of people don't use in sausage rolls.
Right, and we don't want to give away your ultimate secret, but Philip, this is a traditional kind of, I guess, Dutch flavoring that you may have in here, right?
Yes, there is, yeah. We put a lot of Dutch seasoning in there, and there is another secret ingredient that I can't let that, I can't leak that.
No,
because then we're going to have competition with our sausage rolls. But I had one for breakfast, so that speaks for itself.
And I'll be having one for breakfast, too. What are you doing right now, Gerben?
Okay, this is how we fold it in half across. It's very simple. And we just got to tuck it down.
And was that an egg wash that you had going?
Yeah, that was egg wash on there. And then I'm going to cut it with a roller because to get the right sizes that we want.
Can you show us how one's cut there? Do you
Okay.
have? Yeah.
Easy.
I love this. The old
Has to be-
ruler.
Oh, the ruler, yeah, inches. Inches. 16. So we actually put them all together like what Phil's doing here, but
Yeah.
we just score them like this.
Okay.
I get a knife.
And how long will those cook for, Philip?
We don't use a timer in this bakery, but
So we
we're
just-
talking about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're cutting them
Every
there.
6 we score, and every 6th one we go all the way down. And then basically we pan them, freeze them, egg wash them, and then
they look
end
like
up looking like that
They
after
look
the
like
egg
that.
wash.
Oh gosh! For more details on the Broadmoor Bakery, and it looks like Christian already wanted to. We're going to have one less in the box there back at the station. But again, for more details on the Broadmoor Bakery, you can go to their website. But 55 years, and people are still loving those sausage rolls. In Richmond, celebrating 55 years, and just so you know, they actually are a Dutch bakery. So they actually, in addition to having some great baked goods, some sausage rolls, they have some of your typical, I guess, groceries, European groceries. Jody and Riaz, they are also famous for their buttercream frosting. So coming up just after 8:30, we are going to make this buttercream frosting, decorate a cake, and let me just see if I can confirm that the buttercream frosting is, oh my gosh, so good. No, 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 you're not getting none of that. None of that for you. We'll see you in a
It's
bit.
like your
No, no, no.
kryptonite. Look at it.
By the way, everything opens up coming up at around 9 o'clock. We've got the busy back area here. We've got father and son team, and then we've got Beth working over here, and we are making that fabulous buttercream frosting, which, by the way, Beth, what makes yours so good? Because sometimes it's so sweet that I almost can't even eat the whole thing, but yours I just go right up.
It's because we don't add any icing sugar to it.
Okay.
It's just it's a meringue-based buttercream.
Nice.
And it's a heated meringue that we whip butter into.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, show us the great tip you have for making the piping bag.
Okay, so it's basically a triangle of, you can use parchment paper, I use silicone. It's a little bit softer paper. And it's basically point towards myself,
Okay.
just one over. And you just want to make a cone,
Just like that.
just like that. And to put a tip in, I just tear off the bottom end.
And people can get tips at what, like Michael's, any
Oh,
kind of craft store?
Michael's, Mingwo, any
Nice.
place
Just
like that.
I love how you
just
drop
like
it.
that.
How long have you been working here?
Been working here just over 16 years.
And what's it like to be working with a father-son team?
Well, it's interesting.
A lot of politics, or?
Well, can be. You know, I'm stuck here in my little
Yes.
corner, and they do their thing over there.
So we've got some of the vanilla cream here, right?
Yes, I'll actually just put a little bit more into the
Put
bag.
a little bit more in there. By the way, also, if you want to try these fabulous cupcakes and their great sausage rolls and everything here at Broadmoor Bakery, they are celebrating 55 years, and people apparently travel from all over the Lower
over.
Mainland.
We have people come from the island that used to live in the Lower Mainland, and when they come over and visit family and friends, they stop at the bakery.
So we'll let you put that one in, and we'll get you to start actually decorating with some of the beautiful icing. And again, this is lovely work that you do here. Thank you so much for doing this. This is not necessarily an early start for you, right? You start around this time anytime?
Yeah, usually I'm here about 7 in the morning.
There you
so-
go, Michelle. If you want to make your way here, they open up at 9 o'clock, but how gorgeous are these?
Very pretty. And our floor director, Dirk, wanted me to mention to you Dutch licorice double salt. Do they have that at the bakery? Because he would love some.